Today, we graduate, but first, we testify. From the 3rd of November to the 18th of December, we showed up. 45 days, 6 weeks, and some stubborn days that refused to be easy. 4 hours per class, 3 to 4 times every week. That is over 100 hours of showing up tired, confused, hopeful, stubborn, and still logging in. That is over 6,000 minutes of learning tools most people only hear about. From Freshdesk to HubSpot, Calendly, Asana, Google Workspace, to Zapping with Zapier. Airbnb, Booking.com. I gotta catch my breath. Oh wait, let's not forget about Monday.com happening on a Tuesday. If he had a login, she taught it. If he had a dashboard, she broke it down. Because in this class, we were not one people, we were many nations. They were the early comers, camera on, notebook open, ready before time. They were the pick-me's, always answering, never unmuted, we see you. They were the lovers of lemonade, quiet, consistent, learning deeply, saying little. They were the sleeping group, logged in, eyes closed, faithfully present, but only in the spirit. They were the noisy pollinist, background doing the most, children, generators, neighbors, life itself. There were the talkatives, questions before questions, stories inside explanations. There were those jealous of my voice, yes, I said it, be healed in Jesus' name. There were those absent today, currently choosing K-drama over destiny. There were those who said, I'll watch later. Later became never, but we love you still. There were those repeating the class, pregnant the first time, graduated motherhood instead, now afraid to even take a pregnancy test. But if I missed you, group, forgive me, you still belong. And she did it with patience. That patience should honestly be accredited as a course of its own, because class after class, question after repeated question, mistake after familiar mistake, she never snapped, not once. Even when she should have, even when silence would have been easier, even when frustration was justified, even when network kicked her out, she stayed calm, she stayed clear, she stayed present. That is not normal. That is discipline. That is mastery. That is grace. I take one look at her and I go to lay hands on my children. Sakatali and Emosha, sweet baby Jesus. We call her a digital witch, but there's nothing dark about what she does. She turns confusion into clarity, fear into confidence, beginners into professionals. Over 100,000 students taught, over 30,000 people who did not just learn but went to earn, build, and lead. Certificates in core, over 120, not for noise but for competence. And then there was the day she dared greatly. 10 million in GoFundMe, a goal so bold it made some of us blink twice. And I remember asking, who is this dimpled lady? Because audacity like that does not come from hype, it comes from the work done quietly, long before the announcement is made. She travels the world, yes, she makes room for people. She works in customer success, yet gives her colleagues space to breathe, to grow and shine. Now that is leadership. Not crowding, not controlling, just pure capacity. And somewhere between subtle and loud, we have seen God's hand in this journey, not in noise, but in result. Today, we do not just graduate from a program, we graduate from limitation. And we say this to you, our convener, our teacher, our standard. Thank you for choosing patience over pressure. Thank you for choosing depth over drama, excellence over ease. What you built did not just train us, it changed us. And because of you, we are not just certified, we are confident. Thank you, Ekwutosi Cynthia Okeh, aka Digital Witch. We rise because you stood. We love you.